How do I lose all those extra flabs? Should I try exercising or gymming? Should I be dieting or eat some medications? So the answer to all these questions lies in the science of losing weight, which explains the journey of a person from being fat to fit. So what happens when you start losing weight? Where does that fat go? Between you and your healthy weight stands a fat guy named fat, which chemically speaking is 55 carbon molecules, 104 molecules of hydrogen and 6 molecules of oxygen, which gets converted to 84% carbon dioxide, which we breathe out, and 16% of water, which we excrete as sweat and urine. If we work on fat and lose 10 kg of fat, we actually excrete 8.4 kg of carbon dioxide and 1.6 kg of water. That's it. Is that so? No, it's not that simple. There's a body mechanics that plays along. Let's talk about BMR, or the basal metabolic rate. So if we look at a pie chart of the total energy expenditure of our body, about 60% of it is dedicated to BMR, 10% is used for heat production, and only 30% is spent as physical activity. So if it is so important, let's understand what BMR is. The basal metabolic rate is the amount of calories spent at rest. One would wonder, why do we need energy at rest? We need this energy for sleeping, in the digestion of food that we eat, for various functioning of the brain, as well functions of other vital organs such as heart and lungs. Thus, effective weight loss is possible just by understanding our BMR and enhancing it by certain lifestyle changes. Talking of the lifestyle changes, what happens when we eat a carbohydrate-rich diet? Well, this gives a boost in our blood glucose levels, which is sensed by a wonder molecule called insulin. This is the metabolic sensor of our body and is responsible for metabolism of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. With increase in the blood glucose levels, an activated insulin triggers the cells to absorb this glucose. The cells then convert these glucose molecules to energy, which can be used for further various processes. But what happens when these cells don't need the energy? In those cases, insulin makes these carbohydrates be stored as fats in the fat reserves until the body further starves for the energy. On that note, let's have a look at some effective weight loss regimes. Intermittent fasting is a new and popular trend of weight loss, where people alternate periods of fasting and periods of eating in an eat, fast, eat cycle. Mechanistically speaking, in the absence of food, there's a reduction in the blood glucose levels, which results in reduced insulin. This reduced insulin triggers fat reserves to shed extra fats. Along with weight loss, there are several benefits of intermittent fasting, including increased human growth hormone levels, increased autophagy, decreased incidence of some diseases like cancer, also increased longevity. However, everything comes with a caution. So patients with diabetes or insulin resistance should never follow intermittent fasting, or should at least consider a doctor before practicing it. Exercise is the conventional yet extremely important weight loss regime, which helps by increasing the overall metabolism. Remember the initial equation that I mentioned about fat breakdown? Various exercises create huff and puff in the body in order to gas more and more oxygen to burn more fat. There's always a confusion among the fitness admirers of choosing diet or exercise. Research suggests that maintaining a healthy diet is always a better option to reduce those extra kilos. However, working out does have plenty of other merits. Therefore, it should not be a competition between diet and exercise. Rather, they should go hand in hand to healthify a person. For more such content, please like, share, and do subscribe our channel.